Fox Hallow Fam. I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. It's the first week of spring here at Fox Hallow, so we're cooking up a sweet treat that's guaranteed to surprise everyone at your next spring get-together. Today I'm going to show you how to make Strawberry Pavlova. It's a dessert common in Australia and New Zealand, but most Americans have never heard of it. Well, after this episode, you're going to want to try it yourself. It's light and fluffy and oh so sweet and delicious. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is I have a piece of parchment paper that I have cut to fit my baking sheet, and I'm going to draw a circle in the center of this that's about 8 inches, 8.5 inches. I have a plate that's about that size. I'm just going to draw it in pencil. There we go. And then I'm going to turn that upside down, pencil side down, and put it back in my baking sheet. And we're going to set this aside. Next I'm going to take 1.5 cups of sugar in a small bowl here. And we're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And we're just going to mix these together, sift them together so that it's completely mixed. And once that's completely mixed together, sugar and cornstarch, we're going to set this aside and move on. Okay, next in the bowl of my stand mixer here, I'm going to take 6 egg whites at room temperature. Room temperature egg whites will fluff up bigger than the cold ones, so you want to use room temperature in this case. To that I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
What is the purpose of the lemon juice?
It gives it a little tartness and it helps the egg whites fluff up and solidify. And a 1/4 teaspoon, or 1/2 teaspoon rather, of salt. And we're going to add our whisk attachment on here. And we're going to beat these with the whisk attachment until it is frothy and foamy.
Frothy?
Yep, at medium speed. Take a couple minutes. Okay, now that this has gotten a little foamy here, I'm going to start adding in my sugar and cornstarch a little bit at a time with the mixer running at medium-high speed. And we're going to let it go for 6 or 7 minutes after that until we get glossy peaks forming on our meringue. Okay, so let's get it started here.
Now, why do you want to do it a little at a time?
Because it gives the sugar a chance to get incorporated into the meringue. You don't want to dump it all in here. This is 1.5 cups of sugar. It's quite a lot. And so we want to take it a little bit at a time here. Okay, our egg whites are nice and stiff here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they're really doing good. So we're going to take this up. I'm going to get it off of the whisk attachment here, and we will move on to the next step.
Yes, that is definitely frothy.
Definitely frothy. Next up, I have my cookie sheet that I made, and we're going to take our pavlova shell mixture here, and we're going to set it in the center of this circle that we created. It's really thick. This is really thick. And we are going to spread it out to fill this circle. The circle keeps us, something that's nice and round. We're going to spread it out to fill this. It's okay to go a little over the edges. Oh yeah, this is really thick and fluffy. Yeah, this fluffed up really nice. The room temperature egg whites make a big difference. And now what we're going to do is spread this out until it matches our circle that we created. It can go a little over. We want an indentation in the center because we're going to be filling that. It's okay to have it go a little beyond the circle, but what we want is a circular cake here, or pastry, that's rounded and has a dent in the middle. Like a big cloud here that we're going to put our filling onto. We want it to be as smooth as possible. Okay, I think that's as good as we're going to get it. And we're going to throw this in the oven at 225 degrees, not very hot, for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then we're going to turn the oven off and leave it in the oven to cool completely for another hour and a half, 2 hours, until it's cooled completely. Okay, while our meringue shell is cooling, I have here 3 cups of sliced strawberries. I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon to that, and then about 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can just eyeball it. And we're going to mix this together just to coat the strawberries.
What is the purpose of adding the lemon zest to the strawberries?
It gives it a little bite. It gives it a little bit of a fruitier taste to it, and it's yummy. That's why. That's all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to refrigerate this while we make some whipped cream. Then I'm going to take a pint of whipped cream, or heavy whipping cream that is, and we're going to pour this into our stand mixer. We're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we're going to whip this medium-high speed until soft peaks form. That is looking really thick and good. And I'm going to remove this from our whisk attachment so that we just have a bowl of whipped cream here. This will take me a minute.
Okay. Can people at home use regular Cool Whip if they don't have a stand mixer like us?
Yes, you can. You can use regular Cool Whip or use a hand mixer. It takes longer with a hand mixer. But you can use regular Cool Whip or something like that if you don't have anything. Okay, next I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of vanilla yogurt, whole milk yogurt, and we're just going to gently fold this in to our whipped cream.
Now, why could they not use a 2% or a 1% yogurt for this?
It's just thinner. This has a richness to it that like a light yogurt wouldn't have.
Okay.
That's the only reason. You could, I suppose, use that.
If they wanted to watch calories and stuff like that.
I don't think this is a thing to watch calories on.
Well, yeah, I guess
Not
that is
really.
true.
This is not really a recipe that you'd be watching your calories with.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be make perfect sense with that.
Yep.
Looks great.
Okay.
And I believe we have our Ask Fox Hallow segment coming up then.
Yes, we do. That's next. We will ask Fox Hallow. Okay. I think we're ready to go here.
And now it's time for this week's Ask Fox Hallow segment.
Okay.
So, Dave, are you ready for it?
Yeah, what's the question?
Okay, I know a lot of people are wondering what you are most excited about over the next year when it comes to Fox Hallow.
Okay. Well, there's a couple things that we're really excited about. For one, this summer we are going to put out a cookbook that's going to have maybe 50 of our best recipes, our favorites. We might ask for some viewer input on that one. Another thing we're going to be doing in August is another fundraiser for No Kid Hungry, like we did back in October. That's exciting.
With Pepper Tree Villa and Dinners with Donna.
We will certainly ask them to join us. That would be fun if they could do that.
I think they're already on board.
On board already? Right? Yeah, that would be great. I'll look forward to that one as well. As far as recipes, I know Todd is going to be doing banana cream pie coming up soon.
Yes.
In another couple months.
Yeah, and anything that you are most excited about?
I'm gonna show everybody how to make jambalaya from scratch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I believe that's end of the month, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I'm not sure when it exactly is, but that's upcoming.
Actually, I think that is the weekend of Robin Hood the Musical.
Ah, okay.
So yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I think one of the big things that stands out over the next year is us definitely putting out the cookbook. I think that's going to be a big thing. I believe we're going to do a giveaway for that too.
Oh, we might be doing a giveaway for that. I think that's a good idea too.
Yeah, and of course that I think I have mapped out that we're going to do it on my birthday show weekend. So
yeah, we're shooting for the birthday weekend.
Another thing I think that we're going to try to, and actually two things that I think are going to be a little ambitious are we're going to do eggplant parm with homemade pasta.
Oh yes, eggplant parm is one of my favorites.
And another ambitious recipe. You know which one I'm talking about?
Not sure. Which one are you talking about?
Tiramisu.
Ah, yes, tiramisu. We're going to try that at some point.
So, all right. Now that we've answered that, let's see what you got going
here.
here.
So now we have our cooled shell here for the pavlova. I'm going to take it off of the parchment paper here, and we're going to set it on a cake circle instead. Something to give it a little bit of something so we can move it around a little bit.
Give it a little sparkle to it.
Yes, we're going to set it on this cake circle. And then I'm going to take our whipped cream that I just made.
Okay.
And we are going to spread it over the top.
Now, is it okay that your meringue is cracking a little bit?
Yeah, it's okay. It'll do that. It's normal for it to do that. And we're just going to spread this whipped cream over the top.
So nobody needs to panic.
No, you don't have to panic if it cracks or anything, because it's normal for it to do that. It'll do that a little bit. The whipped cream and strawberries covers anything really.
Okay.
So you just want to put that on there. This whipped cream is really nice and thick, so we're going to stick it on here.
Yes, this is definitely a very spring flavored recipe.
Yes, and it's very.
And I believe our #1 superfan has been after you for months to make this. So.
Oh yeah, this was his suggestion that we do pavlova. So here it is.
Yes.
We're doing it.
And this is definitely eclectic.
Definitely, yeah. It's one of our more eclectic recipes. That's for sure. Okay, now that I've got that spread on top with the whipped cream, the next thing I'm going to do is take our strawberries that we made earlier that have been in the refrigerator, and we're going to spoon those on top. Some are falling off, that's okay.
Had a strawberry get away from you there?
Yeah. Trying to make a run for it.
Run for the hills.
We don't have to use all the strawberries or all the whipped cream, but we're going to use most of them.
Yeah, that just looks really awesome. And where did you say this recipe originates from?
This is actually from Australia and New Zealand. Okay. I believe they still fight over which one it is, whether it's Australia or New Zealand. And it is believed that it is named after the Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova, who visited Australia and New Zealand in the early 1900s. Okay. And somebody made this dessert in honor of her.
Maybe our #1 superfan may know where this recipe originates
yes,
from.
He may know.
If he's watching this episode,
feel free to
let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Okay, and I think we are done here. That is it. Strawberry Pavlova.
Looks awesome.
It does look awesome. now for the most amazing part, the taste test. I got a wedge of it out here, and I'm gonna take off a little piece with a strawberry. Oh man, that is so light and airy. It's just like a cross between an angel food cake and a marshmallow with strawberries and whipped cream on top. Enjoy. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. We'll see you soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.